Okay, so how y'all doing? It's been a while. It's been 2 days since I uploaded a video on YouTube, and I just want to say I had to take a break. Take a break, you know. Anyway, I'm on my day off right now, Sunday, Mondays, and I'm awesome. I'm awesome today. How are you doing today? Are you living through life contently and comfortable? Are you comfortable with your life? If you are blessed. If you're not, you need to talk to somebody that you trust so you can put some mind at ease, babies. Anyway, um, I like my Switch too. You know, I'm sitting in my dock right now, and this little doohickey is a massive upgrade for me because I had the OG Switch. I didn't get the OLED or even the light version. This is my updated Switch, and this was valid for me on getting because I've been playing the OG Switch, and and this feels premium than the OG version, and I've been enjoying it. I just pre-ordered the Donkey Kong, the new Donkey Kong game, Extravaganza, or some shit, Bonanza, or whatever. I forgot. That's just. And by from Kotaku, let's talk about some folks are really unhappy with the Switch 2 screen. Now, when I say that, I don't give a fuck. They probably mad because it's not OLED. It's like, okay, Nintendo is. It's 2025. Why you still rocking the fucking Switch 2 at LCD? It should be OLED. It should be OLED. This is the same kind of people that you just can't. What's the word I'm looking for? You can't really. Damn. Make people happy, for lack of a better word. You just can't really pacify people as easy today. I mean, I think the screen looked awesome, but some people got high expectations nowadays, I think, and they just don't want to kick back and just roll with the punches some shit. I'm not sure what I'm talking about. But anyway, this is the article. Ever since we've learned Switch 2 will have an LCD screen installed of a fancier OLED instead of a fancier OLED panel, discourse around Nintendo's latest console has often turned sour when it comes to the display case. When it comes to its display. Of course, once folks were able to get the new hardware in their hands, the Switch 2 revealed itself to be packing an impressively bright and vibrant LCD. Those do exist. They still not as great as the fancier OLED, but the liquid crystal display tech is still more than capable of meeting and exceeding expectations, producing quality image in 2025. I have no problem with the screen of the Switch 2. It looks good. This is how I think about why they use the LCD, and it's a better type of LCD. It says right here it's a liquid crystal display, so it's a higher quality LCD than, let's say, the OG Switch. You know what I'm saying? But it still looks good. You know why they didn't put the OCD, the OLED, the OLED? Because I think they wanted to make a better version of the Switch 2 later down the line, so they can tack on more money or some shit out of our pockets into theirs. That's why they did that shit. But people says, why the fucking shit is not OLED? Why the fuck? I'm not getting it because they'll have an OLED straight out the gate. But not realizing the mindset of Nintendo, there are business people like we're gonna give them a nicer form of the LCD now, and then later down the line we're gonna refresh the Switch 2 and give you the OLED later. I believe that is what they're doing right now. But some people don't realize what the fuck they're bitching and complaining about, and they just focus tunnel vision on one thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's scroll down here. Okay, but now a new controversy over the Switch 2 display has emerged, this time wielding scary terms like ghosting and refresh rates and critique spread, asserting that fast-paced games look blurry in motion. Concerns rise from some arguing that the HDR display packed with Nintendo's new hybrid console is really HDR. It really isn't HDR. And are they right? Kind of, yeah. So you regret your decision to buy the Switch 2? Probably not. Let's talk. And then it continues right here. Hold on. Continue reading. I'm sorry to tell you, but the video game. Hold on. I'm sorry to tell you that the video games are an illusion. Mario isn't actually moving when he jumps. You probably already know GPU's crunch time out 1 image at a time. These images, when played very fast, create an illusion of motion. We're seeing several images of Mario with each image showing him a slightly different location, and our screen needs to display those images cleanly and rapid, massive pace. That's a very brisk and incomplete explanation of how video games deliver the visuals and know and love, but the more or less it all works the way the image gets delivered. Your eyes relies on coordination between how fast the GPU can push. So this just basically explains how images process on the screen. Switch 2 has 120 hertz refresh rate. This should be more than enough, right? 120 hertz is a swell refresh rate for a gaming display. The problem with the Switch is 2, however, that the millisecond response time of the screen is a bit slow compared to those many other gaming displays market. Blah blah blah. This is just some nerd shit right here. I'm not reading all this, but I will have the link below so you can read all this shit. I mean, shit, all this nerd shit about refresh rates and milliseconds and HDRs. Just play your fucking game and be happy. I have no time for this. I mean, just play the fucking game. That's all you gotta do. And stop being spoiled little bitches when something don't go your way, you mad. It's like, I'm appalled. I'm appalled. You know, if Switch 2 have the Nintendo has the audacity. Hold on, FaceTime. Switch 2 has, Nintendo has the audacity to like charge you for a camera, proprietary cameras. You ain't got to buy it. I mean, I've seen others use a regular webcam for their Switch 2. I've seen that shit. You ain't gotta, get the proprietary webcam for the Switch 2 or just to see your friends play or some shit. They can see you, you can see them, whatever. You ain't gotta buy it. You ain't gotta buy the Switch 2 version of the Pro controller. You know what I'm using? OG Switch controller, if you can see it. The OG Switch Pro controller do work with the Switch 2. That saved me $80. It saves me $80. But it is what it is. Yeah, I started reading that article, but I got bored at the same time halfway through the article. So the link is going to be down in the description box below if you want to see that article. I have no time for nerdy shit. I just want to play the fucking game. Play the fucking game. That's all you gotta do. Like I said before, I got Mario Kart World, and I just pre-ordered Donkey Kong. They new Donkey Kong game. I'm gonna get my life with it all the time. I'm weird. Hit that like and subscribe.